Hello everyone. Today we shall look into KEEPFILTERS function. KEEPFILTERS function has one parameter which is expression. It modifies how filters are applied while evaluating calculate table function. It returns table of values. It overrides the standard behavior of calculate and calculate table functions. The new context affected by the filter argument of calculate affects only existing filters on columns mentioned as the part of filter argument. Filters on columns other than those mentioned in the arguments of calculate or other related functions remain in effect and unaltered. Keep filters function allows you to modify this behavior. When you use keep filters, any existing filters in the current context are compared with the columns in the filter arguments, and the intersection of those arguments is used as the context for evaluating the expression. The net effect over any one column is that both sets of arguments apply, both the filter arguments used in calculate and the filters in the arguments of the keep filter function. In other words, calculate filters replace the current context. Keep filters adds filters to the current context. This function is not supported for use in direct query mode when it is used in calculated columns or row level security rules. Let us see an example how keep filters function helps us to filter out. Here we have the brand and total sales. You could see that the total sales measure is sum of sales. Okay, I'll create a new measure where I would like to see the sales of a particular brand. Let us take Apple brand. I'll write Apple sales equal to, I'll write calculate. In the expression, I'll write total sales measure. I'll put a comma. In the filter condition, I'll write sales brand equal to Apple. Here I'm not using any function. I'm just providing the condition in the filter argument of calculate. I'll click over here and bring the measure into the table. Okay, here as I bring the measure into the table, here you could see that the Apple sales data is filtered out, which is 32 million, but it is represented in each and every row. It is ignoring the filter of each and every brand, and then it is helping us with the value after evaluating the Apple sales based on the condition. Here I'll show you how keep filters function helps us to rectify this. I'll write new measure. Here I'll write Apple sales using keep filters. I'll write equal to calculate. Similarly, we have to calculate total sales. I'll put a comma. Here I'll use keep filters function. I have to provide the brand equal to Apple. The same condition I'm providing it in keep filters function. I'm closing the parenthesis and I'm clicking OK. Here I'll bring the same measure where I have applied this keep filters function. Okay, this keep filter function, it helps us to keep the filters of the brand and add on to the filter Apple and then evaluate. Here you could see that the total it is reflecting correctly, and if I bring into the table, here it is 32 million, but rest of the rows are blank because it is keeping the filters and then it is adding to the context where the Apple sales is calculated and the rest of the sales is blank since it does not filter out the condition. Similarly, let us see the same output using filter function. Okay, I'll write Apple sales using filter function. Okay, I'll write calculate. Here in expression you could write total sales. I'll put a comma, and in the filter condition you could write filter, and in the table I'll write sales. I'll put a comma, and in the filter expression I'll write brand equal to Apple. Okay, here I'll close the parenthesis. This is our calculate function using filter function. Okay, where I have used a condition for brand equal to Apple. Okay, let us use the same measure in the table. Here once I bring the same measure using the in the table, here you could see that it would result in the same value and same format. The reason is filter function, when it is used, what it does is it will filter out data table to the apple, and then it will evaluate. The reason that is the reason due to which it is providing us the apple sales and the rest of the sales are blank. Okay, I hope it is understandable. Please practice. This is all for now. Thank you for watching, and we shall meet in the next video.